Hello internet, welcome back. It is New Year's! Yeah baby, New Year. Well, during the recording of this video, because you can tell it's dark outside. But either way, I have some plans on improving my videos by 200%. Is it going to take like 30 times the process? Yes, but disclaimer, the videos are going to be slowly pumping out. Well, like the original plan, get done with Naruto on March 3rd. But it looks like the plan now is get done with Naruto in September. And we also have other series to do. But either way, we are going to be reviewing Naruto Volume 5, baby. 5! 68 more volumes to go. I would make a joke we're halfway there, but we're not. So, let's continue. Alright, we finished chapter 37 reactors. So, it goes like this. Please like any Sasuke, I'm telling you what we saw in yesterday's or like 2 days ago's video. And you know, Naruto's like, hey Sasuke, chill out. Let me take on him because if I can defeat him, anybody can. And he just gets by Lee. And you know, Sasuke's like, idiot, and just went, but he also got his butt whooped. And then Sasuke's like, okay, time for the Sharingan activated. We get to see he has only 2 of the 3 Tomos. I believe that's what they call in the eye, because Kakashi has 3. But still with that, boom, Sasuke still get his butt whooped. I'm planning to have a picture of it, like around here. Like that's one of the editing improvements I am gonna do, or try to do in today's video. But yeah, either way, kicks his butt. And Sasuke's like, oh, he's using taijutsu, no ninjutsu, no genjutsu. You know. And all of a sudden, he's about to use his forbidden move. I gotta see what I think. Then a turtle tells him to stop while his bands were releasing a pinwheel. I had to double check that. My bad, but either way, let's continue. Just finished 38, pretty good. We get to see that the turtle, he kind of stopped him and scolded him a little bit. Naruto woke up from the nap that Lee accidentally put him into, and he comes to the conclusion, and maybe that's Lee's teacher. Also, Lee's not called Lee by the game. He calls him Bushy Brows. But then the turtle's like, okay, here's your actual teacher, Lee guy, and he just his introduction pose is weird. Y'all are just gonna see it like right here, like maybe like in the palm of my hands, maybe on my face. Who knows? But either way, this guy, his name is Guy. I wish I was lying, but his name is actually Guy, and that's kind of fire. And he just beats up Lee like, I understand it's youth, but Guy and Lee, they look exactly the same. And you cannot lie to me. When you first watched the anime or read the manga, you were like, hey, these people must be father and son. And they are not. There is no blood relation. It's just stalkery, just a little creepier. It's just like a cult. I wouldn't be surprised in like 3 years if there was like a Naruto like extended version, and it's just welcome to the Guy cult. I would not be surprised by that. But either way, we get to learn that we also get to see that Lee's hands are beaten up, like scarred and stuff. But we also get to know, hey, Lee ain't really here to take down Sasuke. He just wants to prove his strength to somebody else. You know, Sasuke, he gets excited. He's like, oh, these shooting exams are getting a little bit too interesting. So, yeah. But I'm going to finish the recording in the morning. So, terrible transition. We're back, and it's in morning. So, let's continue with chapter 39, Challengers. The Challengers. I forgot to get close to the phone. Well, just finished chapter 39, and we get to meet a bunch of characters like Ino, Shikamaru, Kiba, Hinata, Choji, Bleh, and Shino. All interesting characters. But we learned they're from the graduating class. And the same class from Naruto's graduating. So yeah, so they're all buddies. And we also get to meet a guy called Kabuto. Yes, and he has information on everybody. We get to learn that Lee and his group, they kind of skipped out the last class. But, you know, Kabuto tells them everything, even Ulta, the sound village hidden in the sound. But, you know, all of them fill out class a little bit, but Naruto, he's just shaking there. And then finally some words he says, well, you're gonna see it in a second over here somewhere, but he just says, hey, I'm the big guy here now, so I'm gonna defeat all of y'all and become my dream. So, yeah, let's continue. So, I kind of lost the footage for chapter 40, 41, and 42. And no joke, as soon as I was done reading chapter 40, the camera cut. So, that's the crazy part. But also, as you can tell, it's nighttime because I was pretty flustered and I was trying to get like storage, and I pretty much got 20 gigabytes off of my phone. But I kind of got distracted and a little bit. Like 1 second, like some creature called Mother just called me and told me to take this thing called a shower. Then, you know, these two creatures called a father and a brother just asked me if they wanted to play a game called Mario Party. Then, you know, the mother creature called for a thing called supper, and also what they were eating as well as I was a thing called potato soup. And yeah, I pretty much got distracted. I bet you're not laughing right now. I bet you're just like, he's unfunny. I agree. But either way, quick rundown on chapter 40, 41, and 42. Well, it's just basically the test rules. You get 5 strikes. If you get caught cheating 5 times, you're out. Each team starts off with 30 points. Each person has 10. So in total, the team has 30 to their 4. But if one person loses all of his points, he's out for your hence 5 points. Get caught, you're out. And you know, Naruto, he's just stressed out because it's a paper test. He was not expecting a paper test. But either way, you know, Sakura, she's like, okay, I can do this, but poor Naruto. Because in the anime, she's just like, haha, Naruto, you're screwed, buddy boy. But actually in the manga, she's like, oh dear, I feel sorry for Naruto. And taking at the look at the test, it makes you force to cheat. And Sasuke was like, and Sasuke, being the genius he is, he's like, I think this test was meant for cheating, just to figure out who can cheat and who cannot. And you know, Naruto, he's just like, I have to cheat or else I'm done for. So pretty much, yeah, he's stuck cheating. Sorry, I got a blister on my pancake. I don't know how. But either way. So Naruto, he's just like, I gotta cheat. There's a funny panel that will probably be around here or here. Just Naruto just depressed, like, oh dear, I'm screwed. But it turns out he's right next to Hinata. And Hinata's like, hey, how about you can cheat off me? And Naruto's like, okay. And then he takes a look at one of the protectors, and the protector was like, I know you're about to cheat. Do it, buddy boy. And Naruto's just like, So he got his pride. He got his glory. But it ain't good. But yeah, pretty much. We get to see Ino. We get to see all the tactics. We get to see Ino can just transfer her soul to somebody else. Just kidnapping someone's soul. And somehow that's totally illegal. But then again, you can't really prove evidence that she took over somebody. I'm realizing that's the most overpowered move for like a bank robber. Just lure someone into a dark alley, take over their mind and just rob a bank and just the pot. And you're just committed. This was just getting on my nerves, but either way, pretty much, yeah. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this, but the chief commander of the first exam is named Mbinki. But pretty much, yeah. You know, in Naruto, and there's like 10 questions, and like the last question is like 45. It's like 40, like comes after like 45 minutes in the test. And Gaara's like thing is like he's building a sand eye. Like I don't think YouTube would let me see it or like show y'all. But like if you just Google Gaara Chunin exam eye, I bet it'll show you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. No, and that time actually came, but we won't know what the question is till next chapter. Oh yeah, you can mess with it. You can lose as many as point as long you don't only if there's only one question that was right. So pretty much, yeah, I'll try and film, but also I'm trying to get adjusted to the new schedule because school's about to start again. And you're going to see the dark comebacks thing a lot more. Like through the years, I probably won't be done with Naruto till like June. So, yeah. So, terrible transition. Well, it's the very next day and it's afternoon, as you can tell. So I gotta finish this. So let's go ahead and finish it. Just finished chapter 43 and it was pretty good with the last question all. Like Mbinki, we figure out Mbinki's actually a torture guy. He tortures the mind. He doesn't do the CIA physical torture. He goes with the mental torture. Like you're insane. You know? And I hate to say this, but the anime studio that made Naruto just straight up made Sakura seem like a villain. Let me push y'all back a little bit so there I can stand up a little bit better now so I don't have to go But so in the anime, Sakura, she's just a total jerk. But in the manga, she's just totally different. She's actually nicer. And she was generally like, Naruto, you work so hard for being a ninja. And this question is either you accept it, and if you get it wrong, you stay as a guinea, or you can just leave and try the test next year. And she generally was like, if Naruto fails, she'll be feeling guilty for the rest of her life. So she was about to raise her hand, but all of a sudden Naruto raises his hand and slam it down saying, I don't quit, I won't run away. And then Binky's just like, are you sure? And Naruto's like, I don't run, that's my ninja way. So you know, and Binky's just like, congratulations, y'all all passed the first exam. There's still a lot of people. That last question did get out like 15 people, but there are still a lot. So let's continue. Also, the image I was talking about will show up. The I don't quit, I won't run away thing, y'all show up. I forgot to mention that. So just finished chapter 44, and we get to see that it was just literally a test of spying, and the final question was like the actual answer was like, if you accept, then you're a Chunin. And you have the strength to be a Chunin leader, but not actually a Chunin. You just have the guts to be one. But anyway, we get to see in Binky Scar just saying spying is important because you may lose more than just your life. Yeah. I don't even think YouTube would allow me to show you it, but he literally has burn marks and drill puncture in his skull. You can probably go to Google and look in Binky's scars, but this is about to end in 6 seconds. So yeah, and we get to meet Enko, who's the next exam leader. So I forgot what I recorded 10 seconds ago because I kind of did the whole time editing before I forget. Because my schedule is record 10 minutes, edit that 10 minutes, record another 10 minutes, edit that 10 minutes, and goes on till I'm done with the video or done with the volume. So I kind of forgot. I remember saying something about Anko being introduced. So yeah, let's continue because we're at the Forest of Death. I forgot to mention, Anko took all the children to a place called the Forest of Death. So pretty much, yeah, that's where we're at right now. Alright, so the test just started in chapter 45, the second test, where it's just captured the flag. But it's just life and death. Yeah. There is this one manga panel at the beginning of the chapter where Naruto just straight up mocks Anko saying, "Oh, you're going to see the white, it's called the Forest of Death," and just gets scraped, and Anko just started licking his blood. She literally just got behind him and say, "Ooh, smelling all that rich." I will show you the full manga panel, but some guy with a freakish tongue comes around and giving her kunai knife back. It is so freaky. I will show it to you right here. But that's pretty much it. So it just literally captured the flag, and they have 5 days. But that's pretty much it for volume 5. It took me a while to film this one because I'm getting lazier. But remember, I'm some guy in pajamas reading manga. See ya in the next one. Peace.